sometimes in life, you don't lack access, you don't lack ability, you don't lack resources, you don't lack anything. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Intentional Lady, Intentional Living Tribe. I think I'm settling in well, and I hope you're also settling in well as well. And if you are new on this channel, you might have to watch like the previous videos to gain proper clarity and context into what I'm about to talk about. But if you're an OG, welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. I'm so grateful for the few subscribers I have, and I'm so grateful for those that are watching, giving thumbs up, dropping their comments. You are the reason why I am still showing up like this. So I want you to keep, giving me the thumbs up, dropping your comments, and, sharing and encouraging me to show up as well. So thank you all for sticking around. And we have come to the beginning of the most anticipated journey. Oh, come with me on this journey, come with me on this journey, come with me on this journey. Finally, we're about to begin the journey. Yes, and I am super excited. This is the A to Z of intentional living. Yes, I'm taking you through a whole journey of living more intentional. Why? Just to create your dream life, to see you play out, to see you play full out, to see you maximize your full potential on earth, to see you fulfill your purpose on earth, to see you achieve your dream life on earth, to see you, live the life that you've always dreamt of or wished for. A lot of people say, oh, why? What is there? Yes, you have to be intentional to create the life of your dreams. You have to be intentional to maximize your full potential. You have to be intentional to play full out, because why not? God created you with an intention. So why won't you create the life of your dreams with an intention? Why won't you? So, are you ready? Yes, I know you already have a clue on what we're talking about today. Is the awareness of intentional living. So it's the A of intentional living. And the A is like the genesis of intentional living. It's the beginning. So the awareness of intentional living is the beginning of intentional living. It is the genesis of intentional living. So I want you to see this A to Z of intentional living like a textbook, that you can always come back to in case you have, maybe you forget something, or you need more clarity, or you really want to be sure of what you're doing. So this is a place where you can always come back to gain more clarity and context, like I would always say. So let's dive right into it. Yes, so all transformation begins with an awareness, and that is why we're beginning the A to Z of intentional living with awareness, because all transformation begins with an awareness. There is literally no awareness there's literally no transformation you would want to encounter or experience that you would not start with an awareness. So all transformation begins with an awareness, and that is why I am taking you through the awareness route of intentional living. Yes, and awareness is a very broad word. I could go on and on to talk about the different aspects of awareness that we have. But for the purpose of this channel and the reason why we're on here, I'm going to streamline the awareness to just three major aspects, like awareness of who you are, the awareness of whose you are, and the awareness of what you carry. Yes, so we're going to be looking at just these three aspects of awareness for the purpose of this channel and this video, so that I don't bore you with so many things and I don't waste your time. Because if I begin on the whole aspect of awareness, we're not going to leave here anytime soon. So that is why I just streamlined it to these three major aspects: the who you are, the whose you are, and the what you carry. Let me start by saying this popular statement that people often use, and they say, do you know who I am? Yeah, a lot of people say that a lot, like, do you know who I am? And most times when they say these things, they are only saying it from a place of maybe the level at which they are in life, their current status in life, their achievements, the things they've been able to acquire. And that is why people are able to say, do you know who I am? So this do you know who I am statement, you know, spans from just the things like they think they are, like the understanding of the who they think they are. They don't really understand that statement. Like, people don't really understand the in-depth meaning of that statement. So it's just being said and it's being used randomly. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? So now let me ask you, yes, you that you're watching right now, do you know who you are? So if I ask you, who are you? Tell me who you are. I know you probably say, I am your name. Like, you tell me what your name is. You tell me maybe your age. You tell me your achievements. You probably tell me the things you've been able to do and, you know, the things you're doing currently. You just tell me random stuffs about yourself, right? That is the who you think you are. And that is the who you will tell me you are. But I put it to you that you are wrong. That is not who you are. You are not all of those things that you think you truly are. You are not your name, you are not your body, you are not your age, you are not your level of education, you are not your status, you are not your achievements, you are not any of all these things that you think you truly are, that you have attributed to yourself or attached to yourself. So it's all these things that you think you are that is actually limiting you and stopping you from living that life of your dreams. So now let's get right into who you are. You are a pure, intelligent energy created by God and made in the formation of a body. You are a creative energy. You are an intelligent energy. You are a pure energy. You are not your name. You are not your body. You are not your status. You are not your level of education. You are not your achievements. You are not any of those things. You as a being is an intelligent energy, a pure energy, a creative energy. I mean, think of it like, I am a creative energy. I am a pure energy. I am an intelligent energy that was put in the formation of this thing called body. So you are not really this body. So don't let this body limit you from stepping into the who that you are. You are an infinite energy. I mean, a creative energy. God told us that He created us in His image. And the only difference is He put us in the formation of a body. So God's image alone should show you the kind of person you are, should tell you the kind of person you are. If God, who created you in His image, created the heaven and the earth in 7 days, like created everything in 7 days, like everything you can think of in just 7 days. I mean, think of what you can also create. I mean, think of the things you can also do, like the mind-blowing things you can do, the creative things you can also do, because of course you were created in the image of God. So you should operate from that realm. You should operate from that level. You should operate from that energy that was used to create you. But because we have been wired, like you have been programmed to operate from the who you think you are on earth here, the who you think you are, like based off your achievements, your body, your name, your brain, your everything that is attached to you, you are not, it's not letting you step into the who you truly are, and it's not letting you play full out. So my lady, you are not your name, you are not your body. Your name was given to you when you came here on earth. Like you think about it, was after you had come, like after you came here on earth, that is when your name was given to you. You as a being is an intelligent energy, is a pure energy, a creative energy, an energy that can birth ideas, an energy that can create innovation, an energy that can create things that will change the world, that will move, you know, the whole universe, that will transform things around. That is the energy that you are. That is the who that you are, and not the who you think you are. stop looking at yourself from the lenses of the who you think you are on earth, and start looking at yourself from the who you truly are, from the who of who created you is. So you begin to see yourself in that image, and you operate from that energy, you operate from that realm. There's a Yoruba adage that says, "Rántí ọmọ ẹni tí ìwọ ń ṣe." It means in English, remember the child of whose you are. Now, that adage leads me to the whose that you are. It's being said to you that remember the child of whose you are. Now, why that thing is being said is because they know that you might be tempted to want to do things that are not right, quote and unquote. But if you remember the child of whose you are, it will guide you in such a way that you would not be misled. Like, it will stop you from doing things that, that would not glorify the name of that family. So you would not want to do things that will bring shame to that family. You would not want to do things that will bring disgrace to where you're coming from, to your lineage, or to your family, or to your environment, or to your society, because of just by remembering the child of whose you are. And that is the earthly realm now. So you operate, if you want to do some things, the fear of the place you're coming from, the fear of the child of whose you are would not even let you do some things, because you don't want a situation where it will bring shame to that, whose that you are, that place that you are coming from. So you act accordingly. You be of good behavior. You are being modest in your behavior. You don't do things that would, cause like a stir. You don't do things that would bring shame or bring disgrace to your family or to, your lineage or your clan, because of just that adage, or because of you just remembering the child of whose you are. Now, if you can remember the child of whose you are on earth and act accordingly, why are you not remembering the child of whose you truly are in God? Your birthright is in God. Like, your heritage is in God. Everything about you is in God. Everything about you, your formation, your creation, everything is from God or is in God. So why are you not operating from that realm of whose you truly are in God? Why are you operating from the realm of whose you are on earth? Are you thinking about it? Like, you are not playing full out, because some people probably come from a very poor background. They don't have access to a lot of things. They have limited resources and all those things. So they operate from that realm of whose they are, because their family, there's nobody that has done great things. They don't have anybody to look up to in their family. They don't have so much. They are limited in a way, one way or the other. So they operate. From that realm. They operate from the resources that is attached to the whose that they are, or where they come from, forgetting the whose they truly are, and the abundance in the whose that they truly are. I could go on and on to tell you to shift your perspective on the whose that you truly are. You are not of your lineage. You are not of your, of your family name. Yes, you came through it, but you are not from it. You should always remember you came from God. And that is your lineage. That is your heritage. That is your birthright. That is your origin. So if you want to remember that adage or use that adage in any way, at any point, always liken it to your real heritage, to your origin in God, and not to your origin on earth. Because your origin on earth is limited. Your origin on earth has restrictions. Your origin on earth has limitations. But your origin in God is limitless. Your origin in God is has abundance. Your origin in God, you know, you are not restricted. You have access, you have ability, you have everything you can think of, because that is, you know, the woos that you are is not of the woos of the earth that you see yourself in. You have access. You have access regardless of your level of education, regardless of your achievements in life, regardless of anything. In God's heritage, there is abundance, there is access, there is everything you can think of. That is the woos you are that you should always have at the back of your mind, and not the woos you are of the earthly realm. The first thing first is to know the woo that you are, which is a creative energy, an intelligent energy, like a pure energy, a creative being, like, and now the woos that you are is of God's heritage, is of God's lineage, is of God's origin, and not of your earthly origin or your earthly heritage that is limiting you. So because you don't know the woo that you truly are, and the woos that you truly are, not the one you think you are, that is why you are overwhelmed with all the issues of life. That is why you think you lack anything. That is why you think you lack access, you think you lack ability. You are, you know, you've allowed the old issues of life to subdue you. You are overwhelmed. You tend to get depressed. You tend to, you know, feel sad. You just think of so many things that are not true and attach it to yourself, because you don't know the who you truly are and the woos you truly are. So you are operating from the who you think you are on earth and the woos you think you are. That is where you have been operating from, and that is why you have been limited and you are feeling the way you feel currently, because you are operating from the who you think you are and the woos you think you are, and not operating from the who you truly are and the woos you truly are. And I hope these few points of mine would help you shift your perspective a bit to see that the who you are and the woos you are is of God, and not of earth, or not of your family, and not of the place you think you come from, but of God's origin, of God's heritage. And that is the who and the woos perspective that you would operate from to achieve, you know, that purpose, to create that life you want by design and not by default. So the who and the woos you think you are on earth is what is helping you to live by default. But if you know the who and the woos you are in God, you will create your life by design. And that is why you are on this channel, to create your life by design with intentions. And yes, we are going to be setting the right intentions and getting into action. Now, that brings me to the what you carry. The what you carry is like the bane of this video, is the main, like, it's going to take up so much space in this video, because I'm going to really go into the what that you carry, because a lot of people don't know that they carry anything. They don't even know that thing that they carry. So that is why they just stroll around life, you know, just moving with default. But not anymore, because we're about to crack that code here. We're about to, you know, decode that thing that you carry, your unique selling purpose. That is the what you carry. We're about to decode it. So you stop strolling around life, you stop living life by default and start living life by design, and start creating your dream life. Let's quickly look at the story of Adam and Eve in the Bible, in the Garden of Eden, when God put them there and told them to eat of every tree in the garden. Like, they may freely eat of every tree in the garden, except for just one tree. That is the tree of the good, of the knowledge of the good and evil. Just that one tree. That is the only tree God said they should not eat from. But they can eat, like, they may freely eat from every other tree in the garden. Only God knows the number of trees in that garden. Only God knows. But it was said that they could freely eat from every tree in that garden, except for just one. Now, the serpent came and, you know, went to Eve. I think I can relate why the Holy Spirit, you know, in fact, wants me to focus on the ladies, because the serpent didn't go to Adam. He went to Eve. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Anyway, I digressed. Let's come back to what we're talking about. So the serpent went to Eve and, shifted his perspective. Can you see the way the devil works? The serpent shifted his perspective to see that tree that God said they should not eat from. And the serpent was like, why did God say you should not eat from this tree? And Eve was like, well, God said if we eat, we will die. But the serpent was like, no, you're not going to die. That's a lie, blah, blah, blah. Okay. At the end of the day, the serpent made Eve, eat, and went also infected Adam, like poor Adam. So let me give context into that story. This is what is happening currently, like on the earthly realm. The devil always makes you focus on lack. The devil always makes you focus on what is missing, what is not available, what is not available to you, what is missing. And you don't get to see the every and freely of other things that are available to you. Because clearly it was said that they may freely eat of every other tree except for one. Most times in life, you do not lack anything. You have abundance of everything. But the devil always wants you to see that thing that you don't have and focus and magnify it. So the devil will help you magnify that one thing that you lack, so that you can ignore every other thing that you have. I mean, the Bible said every other tree, like, so the one tree that is not available, that was said that you should not eat from, that is what you focus on. So that one thing that you lack is what you focus on, and you forget the every other thing that you have that makes, that is abundance, that is available to you. Sometimes in life, you don't lack access, you don't lack ability, you don't lack resources, you don't lack anything. The only thing you lack is the awareness of the access, the ability, the resources, and every other thing that you have. But because the devil wants you to always focus on lack, so therefore you focus on only the thing you lack, neglecting every other thing that you lack. So awareness is going to help you to see the things that are in front of you, the things that you already have, the things that you already carry that you can work with. That is what this awareness journey is all about. Yes, this awareness journey is going to help you to uncover that thing you already carry, that thing you already have, and shift your perspective away from what you lack, so that you can step into, that dream life, so that you can maximize your potential on earth. You can play full out, achieve the life of your dreams, and fulfill that purpose on earth. That is the reason why you have to have an awareness of what you carry. Let me give you another story in the Bible. The story of Hagar and her son in the wilderness. She ran out of water to give her son, and the next thing she thought she could do was just to start weeping and crying and all those things. And the angel of the Lord, appeared to her and asked, like, Madam Hagar, why are you crying? Like, why are you crying? How far? What's happening? Of course, I'm just, I'm using it in my terms now. Like, Madam Hagar, why are you crying? How far? What's happening? And, I'm sure she must have replied that, why am I crying? Really? Can't you see I don't have water to give my son? Can't you see I don't have? Can you relating with what I'm saying now? Like, every time we always focus on what we don't have. Can't you see I don't have? And I'm sure God heard the conversation. I was like, you don't have, okay? When you have a well of water in front of you, and all you are saying is you don't have. So that is just the way life is for you. There was a well of water right in front of her, but because she was weeping, crying, yelling, and doing all sorts, she was unable to see the well of water right in front of her. The well of water had always been there. Even before she got to the wilderness, I'm sure the well of water was already there. But because of the fact that she was unaware of that fact that the well of water was there, so she went into the wilderness weeping, crying, thinking that is the only way, she could get her son not to die. And that is the way most people live life. Like, I always give context. Now, let me give context to that scripture, to that passage. Most times in life, what do? You weep, you cry, you beg God, God, please, if you don't do this, I'm going to die. Hey, like you weep so much and cry, like, thinking like that is the way out, or that is the way God would, help you or just answer your prayers. But no, you already carry that thing. All you need to do is just to be aware of what is in front of you. All you need to do is just to be aware of the well of water in front of you. You can imagine a well of water. It was not even 1 liter or 2 liters or 3 liters. A whole well of water. I mean, it says a lot. It says a whole lot. A well of water. She will fetch, like, in fact, the son will drink water to stupor. I mean, they will drink water and get bloated. You can imagine. So that is the way people live life. Like, you go around life weeping, crying, thinking, oh, if I weep, if I cry, God will come to my rescue or God will come to my aid. No, my lady, God has already given you what He needs to give you. He has already planted in you that thing, your unique selling purpose. He has already put it in you. Like, you already have it. You carry it as you are, like this. So it's not like it's just going to be formed. You carry it as you are, like this. The only thing you lack is the awareness of it. The only thing that is missing is the awareness of that purpose that you carry. Is the awareness of that thing that you carry. Is the awareness of the well of water in front of you that you will fetch from and you'll be filled. You can see that that's the only thing that is missing. For every other thing you already have. But you are not seeing it because you are not aware that is in you. You are not aware that you already have it. You are not aware that you carry it as you are, like this. But don't worry, we'll get there. Now, let's shift from the stories in the Bible and let me give you an illustration with the earthly ones you can relate with. I'm going to show you an illustration. Like, I'm going to show you a logo right now. It's a FedEx logo, and some people would know FedEx, yeah, because of course it's been in existence even, I think, before I came, like before I was born. So some people would know FedEx, but I want to point out something. I want to use their logo as an illustration and to give more context and clarity into what I am saying, so that you understand that sometimes in life, nothing is missing. It's just the awareness you lack. Now, I'll put up the logo for you to see. So I'll ask you to identify something for me in the logo. If you're able to identify it, like at first glance, thumbs up, all well and good. But if you're not, I'm still going to, show it to you regardless. So look at this FedEx logo right now. Can you see any arrow in the logo? Let me help you. Now, look between D and X. Do you see it now? That's it. It's always been there. I didn't just put it there. The arrow has always been there. But I asked you to look at it. The first time you looked at it that you didn't see, it was because you were not aware that it's been there. But the arrow has been there. Now, I just brought it to your awareness that it's there. So you can see it and you can confirm that there's an arrow there. Maybe if I had not told you where exactly it was or it is, you'll probably be arguing, or you'll probably argue with that, oh no, there's no arrow in this logo. Where can you see an arrow? This one, that one. That's it. But the arrow has been there. The only thing that was missing is the awareness of the fact that you did not know that it was there or is there. So that is the way life is. There's sometimes really nothing missing. It's just been there. But the only thing is just the awareness you lack of that thing that is been there, that you don't have, and not anymore, because we are changing that narrative. We are flipping that perspective. You are going to become aware of that thing that you carry by the special grace of God on this channel. Yes, like you are going to become aware of it. So I use these Bible stories and this logo illustration to flip your perspective. Yes, like I said from the beginning, I'm going to be flipping perspectives. Yes. So I used these stories and this illustration to flip your perspectives, to see that sometimes, like, what you think it is not what it is. And that is why I said from the very beginning that sometimes in life, we use the same vocabulary, but we use different dictionaries. We might have the same words, like use the same words, but we have different interpretation and different meaning for the words. So that is just what that, sentence means. If you are able to become aware of this thing that you carry, trust me, you are 50% gone into the intentional living journey. Trust me, just by being aware of these things. So it breaks my heart a lot to see that a lot of people are not playing full out. A lot of people are not maximizing their potential on earth. A lot of people are not, stepping into that purpose, fulfilling that purpose, living the life of their dreams, achieving that dream life. Why? Because they think they lack so many things. So you would ask somebody, why are you not doing this, or why are you not doing that? The response you get is because I don't have. It's because I don't have. It's because I don't have. You're so quick to saying the things you don't have and forgetting all the things that you have. Sometimes you even identify what others have that you don't have. So when you are being asked that, oh, why are you not doing this thing? Why are you not doing this thing? You're so quick to say, oh, you are creative. You are intelligent. You are smart. But me, I am not smart. Me, I am not this. You are so quick to identifying your lack. But you can identify other people's abundance. You can identify what other people have. But what you have, you can't identify. You're so quick to concluding on the things that you lack. I don't have this thing. I don't have that thing. I don't have this one. I don't have that one. I don't have money. I don't have resources. I don't have people. I don't have connection. I don't know people. I don't know anybody. Please. You don't lack all these things. You have them. It's just the awareness you lack. Just the awareness. So please, enough. I need you to begin to flip your perspective. I need you to begin to change your focus and start focusing on those things that you have. Start focusing on the abundance that you are as a person over the lack that you have, over the things you don't have. Because you have so much more than you lack. Trust me, you have so much more than you lack. Now, this is your assignment. I said in the previous video that you'll be tasked with, different assignments at the end of each video. Yeah, so this is your assignment. You are going to go to God and ask for nothing but just one thing. Don't ask for too many things. I know you have like a lot of lists that you have written, your prayer requests and all the list of everything you want in this year. I know you have the list already, but please help me to fold it and keep it one side. Yes, fold it and keep it aside for a while. Yes, because this one that you want to ask is the most important thing. The honest truth is I can't tell you your purpose because I didn't create you. I didn't put it there. So I can't tell you that this is what it is. I can only guide you on how you can identify it. That is it. But I cannot sit you down and say, oh, this is why you are created, or this is what you are created for, this is your purpose in life, this is your unique selling purpose. I honestly cannot tell you that. But the only thing I can do is to guide you on the journey of discovering that unique selling purpose, discovering that unique purpose that makes you you, that differentiates you from others. That is the only thing I can do, is just to guide you on the journey. And that is why I am here, and that is what I am doing now, to guide you on how to uncover and discover that purpose. So what you're going to do now is go to God. Don't ask for too many things. Ask for just one thing. Just for God to open your eyes to see what is in front of you. Ask God to open your eyes to see that thing that you carry, that you can, that will differentiate you and stand you out from the rest. Trust me, there are so many things that are yet to be tapped into. Yes, there are so many things, so many ideas, so many innovations that are yet to still come alive, but they are inside of you. Yes, you have an idea that can transform the world in you. You have an innovation that can transform the world in you. You have so many things that can transform the world in you, or you are not stepping into it. You are not utilizing it. You are not playing full out with it because you are not aware. You are not aware. But trust me, you have an innovation that can transform the world. You have an innovation you have an idea that can, birth great things in the world. But you are not stepping into it because you think you are not capable, or you don't have the power, or you don't have the resources, or you don't have you don't have everything it takes. But trust me, you have it in you already, because God that put it in you knows what He's doing, and He did not put it in you for you to just leave it inside of you and not bring it into life. He didn't put it in you for you to not birth it. He put it in you so that you can play full out with it. He put it in you so that you can maximize it and use it to your full potential on earth. So please do not ask for so many things, and please don't help God to decide. Don't help God to conclude. Don't help God to suggest. Don't help God to think, because I know us. You might want to say, I think, I'm thinking. Don't think for God. Allow God to reveal to you. Allow God show you. Allow God open your eyes to see that unique selling purpose that you carry, that idea that you carry, that innovation that you carry, that will birth, change in the world, that will transform the world, and that would help you fulfill your purpose on earth and give you that dream life you want. Because trust me, you see, your unique selling purpose is the kingdom of God. Like they always say, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and every other thing shall be added unto it. Trust me, your unique selling purpose is the kingdom of God. That thing you carry, that thing that is inside of you is the kingdom of God. And every other thing you want will be added onto it. So why not seek the kingdom of God first, and let every other thing be added onto it for you? So the house you want, the car you want, all your prayer requests will be added if you can just only identify your unique selling purpose first, and every other thing will be added to you. So please change your prayer request. Ask for just one thing, for God to just open your eyes to see that thing that He has put inside of you, that thing He has destined you for, that thing that makes you stand out from the crowd. Just ask God to show it to you, please. Yes, ask God to show it to you, and trust me, God will reveal it to you. Ask God to open your eyes to see what is in front of you. Start afresh, like start on a new template. Ask God to help you see what is in front of you. Ask God to show you what you carry, so that you can play full out, so that you can maximize your potential on earth. After awareness comes action. I need to quickly chip this in. Yes. So for some people, it will be instantaneous. For some people, it might not be. So don't worry. If you are able to get yours like almost immediately, congratulations to you. You have to stay in action, like get into action immediately. And if you don't get yours immediately, don't worry. All you have to do is just stay hopeful and stay in that prayer mode, like stay stay in that alertness mode of you still wanting to know. But don't just stay idle. Get your hands busy, like get yourself busy. Because I said you should set into action immediately does not mean that you would now start rushing the process or jumping the gun. No. Break it into small actionable steps that you know would not choke you too much. Like take one step at a time to achieve that goal, like that main goal. Equip yourself with different things. Read books that that will transform your mindset. Do things like take up courses that will transform you. Learn soft skills. Just do things that would add value to you. Gain more knowledge on things. Do you understand? Like, don't just wait idle and fold your hands and say, oh, because you said I should wait for God to reveal my unique selling purpose to me, so I'm just sitting down and not doing anything. No, you have to do something. You have to stay in motion. You can't just stay still and be idle. You have to stay in motion, but your motion will not be on things that are too, like, you won't invest so much on things that you are not sure of. Take one step at a time that will lead you close to your destination, because now you know where you're going to. Don't forget, you would experience road bumps, you will experience storms, like you would experience different things along the way. That is why you have to really be sure that this is, you heard God and He really showed to you that this is your unique selling purpose, so that you can stay on course when you experience all those things, because you would experience it. After intention comes disruption. Yes, you would experience all those things. Trust me. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, it's going to be a smooth journey all the way. No, it's not going to be smooth all the way. But the only consolation you have is you are doing it from a place of knowing and understanding. You are operating with clarity. You know that there's a destination you're going to. So anything that comes your way, you embrace it with joy and not feel overwhelmed. So that's the only difference between you and someone that is operating from a place of default. Because right now you are operating from a place of design, because you are about to design that life that you want for yourself. So you are just going to embrace everything that comes with it. Failure, disruption, storms, roadblocks, everything that comes with it, you're going to embrace it, because it's all part of the process, and it's going to make you and help you become stronger. So you have to embrace the process. It's all part of the process, trust me. So don't run away from it and don't abandon it or think, oh, because you just experienced or encountered a stumbling block, you think like, oh, it's not working or it's not going to work for me. No, you keep at it, you go for it, you show up at it every day, regardless of how difficult it seems. Show up. And on that note, keep being intentional with your action, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.